So my name is Sara Pickard. I work for Mancap Cymru. So I am currently the engagement officer. But before that, I've been with Mancap now for nearly 20 years. So I was working then on a project called Partners in Politics. And that project was about going into schools and colleges throughout Wales to educate young people with a range of disabilities about the importance of using their vote and their voice to bring about change, to what makes them angry, what they want to change in their lives. So to them, that I think helps them to realise politics is the answer. Being involved for them is really important. So I'm also an independent elected community councillor for my local area. So politics can start from home, on a home level, and I feel really empowered to help people who've got mobility issues or disabilities right on my own doorstep. And for me, that is really important. Okay, I think politics has a really big change for people's lives, definitely. I think if one person can influence things for people, anyone can. So I think that people who've got disabilities need like role models in their lives so they can then think, well, actually, if this person is doing this and making a difference, they've got role models to inspire to be themselves. And I think that's really important. And we do need to have our voices being heard so that the politicians can then, they need to be able to understand what it is that we need to live our lives as full and active as possible, really. I think that the government that we will be electing on July the 4th will be determined how many things will be affected for people who have got learning disabilities for the next 5 years. So I think it's really important that we have general elections. And I think by having people with a range of disabilities feeling confident to be involved in these general elections, I think that's really key. I think it's really important that we make sure that politicians hear our voices about things that affect us. So people who have got Down syndrome may not always believe that they will be listened to. So I think then general elections are even more important, that people with Down syndrome can actually believe that there will be things changed for them, for their lives. And I know from reading into this, I think a lot of the time there's that kind of, oh, politics doesn't matter to me because they don't listen to us kind of thing. But I think with extra help, with support, people with Down syndrome's voices are definitely counted when it comes to expressing their views when it comes to important things like general elections and voting from home, postal votes. They have to really be accessible, in my opinion, for people who've got Down syndrome and other learning disabilities. So I think it's important that people try to find out what the politicians in their areas, but do for them. So, and especially around disability. So use your vote. I think that's really, really important. Don't keep quiet if you think that nothing will be sorted for you, because and things that matter, but they do. So that's why it's important not be involved in elections or not be involved in politics, because everyone's voice matters, learning disability or not. So I think I got involved in politics locally in my local community council. So why not try to do the same in other areas? So my message then around the general elections would be, if someone like myself can do it, so can anybody else. So don't be afraid. Make your voice heard, and hopefully you will see change made in your own lives.